We have the crash. West 580 is about a mile before North Flynn, which is the top of the hill. Left lane is still blocked, but at one point the whole freeway was shut down with this injury crash. It involved several vehicles, including a rig. Traffic is backed up onto 205. 205 now, it's delayed all the way back from Nagley, so really terrible stop and go here. Alternate routes, Patterson Pass. It's getting more crowded, but it's still moving a lot better than the freeway. Altamont Pass Road, it moves well once you get there, but you're in a lot of stop and go on Grant Line trying to get onto it, so we still have a long ways to go, but one lane still blocked at the top. We've also got significant problems on westbound Highway 4. The Chilton Auto Body Collision Cam is looking at stop and go traffic from Summersville out to the crash site, which is right before Loveridge in Pittsburgh. Big rig and a garbage truck tangle. Two right lanes have been blocked. New accident coming in for Hercules, westbound Highway 4, westbound Interstate 80, right near Highway 4. Looks like this activity's off to the side. And then they've cleared up a crash on northbound 280 in Cupertino. This was right before Highway 85. The crash is still slow here. Your next update, 9:18 on the traffic leader, KCBS. Sunny skies expected throughout the afternoon with breezy conditions and mild to hot temperatures. Highs at the beaches getting into the 60s and 70s, 70s and 80s by the bay, and into the mid-90s inland. Traffic and weather together on the 8th on KCBS.
Discover the poetry of aging at Sonnet Hill Senior Living in San Jose. Celebrate their one-year anniversary with savings. Get $500 off monthly rent for the first 3 months. Call today at 408. I'll second gas dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon's pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall. If you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
This November, California 2 initiatives on sports betting. What's at stake? We have a chance to tax and regulate sports betting to find permanent solutions to our homelessness crisis. That's Prop 27. Prop 27 generates hundreds of millions every year to get people off the streets and into housing. On the other hand, Prop 26, not a dime to solve homelessness or treat addiction. Prop 27 has strong protections to prevent minors from betting and strictly prohibits betting on youth sports. Prop 26, no protections for minors. Prop 27 helps every, including disadvantaged tribes. Prop 26, a money grab for the wealthiest casino tribes, leaving nothing for disadvantaged tribes. The differences are important, and the choice is clear. Vote yes on 27. Ad paid for by Yes on 27, Californians for Solutions to Homelessness and Mental Health Support, a coalition of housing and mental health experts, concerned taxpayers, and digital sports, entertainment, and gaming companies. Committee major funding from Penn Interactive Ventures.
It's never completely out of it. Nick Costos, co-host of You Better You Bet, 3 to 7 p.m. Eastern on the BetQL network.
There's 162 games in the season. The best teams are going to lose 60-plus times, and the worst teams are going to win 60-plus times. Each side is its own individual entity. That's what makes betting on the baseball regular season so much fun.
All the insight you need to bet smarter is at BetQL.com. And listen to You Better You Bet with Nick Costos and Ken Barkley, streaming from 3 to 7 p.m. Eastern on Odyssey.
KCBS News Time 9:12. The mayor's race in San Jose is coming into sharper focus. KCBS reporter Keith Manconi tells us what a flurry of new endorsements could mean as the November election approaches.
Candidate Matt Mahan can now claim the official endorsement of the current mayor, Sam Liccardo. And as for his opponent, she recently won the endorsements of 2 city council members, one of whom ran against her in the primary.
Those are good things for each candidate, there's no question about it.
San Jose State political science professor emeritus Larry Gersten. A key factor cited in the endorsements, political experience, with Chavez, a seasoned veteran of South Bay politics, and Mahan, a relative newcomer. Gersten says it's a factor that could prove decisive for many voters as well.
Experience on the one hand, fresh view on the other. That's the type of thing that I think some people.
But however voters are feeling, Gersten says one thing's for sure.
It's a close election. And on a close
Keith Menconi, KCBS.
KCBS News Time 9:13. It's still preseason football, but the 49ers already are dealing with injuries. We'll get an update on that in sports in 2 minutes.
I'm Tarek Habas. When the family of Habas Law represents your family, we put a whole team of people to work on your case. We cover all the expenses. Our payment is a percentage of the money we win for you. If we weren't good at what we do, Habas Law could not survive. When you've been injured in a traffic accident or in any other way, call Habas Law. What we're going to do is make sure you get some help immediately. We're going to make sure you have what you need. We answer questions and solve problems 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Tarek will take your call. I will take your call. Your case manager will take your call. Every person on your legal team will take your call. When you've been injured, you need help. Habas Law is here to make sure you get that help, financial help. I'm Omar Habas, and I want to be your advocate. We have an office near you. Visit habaslaw.com. HABBAS law.com.
When people have a craving to explore new and traditional Asian cuisines, they head to P.F. Chang's, where scratch-made dishes come from the 2,000-year-old tradition of wok cooking. P.F. Chang's wanted to explore new possibilities for their website. They turned to AmericanEagle.com. AmericanEagle.com re-architected P.F. Chang's website, integrating multiple create a unified digital experience. The results? Improved page speed and performance, personalized content based on users' location, intuitive online ordering, an increase in organic search visibility, and a 40% increase in new users. For scratch-made Asian cuisine, visit your local P.F. Chang's or go to pfchangs.com for website design, development, digital marketing, and hosting that produce efficiency, revenue, and results. Visit AmericanEagle.com. P.F. Chang's at AmericanEagle.com. Another example of the best businesses in the world. Turning to the best in the business for websites, go to AmericanEagle.com or call 877-WEB-NOW1. That's 877-WEB-NOW1.
Coming up on KCBS, how COVID vaccines stack up at this stage of the pandemic on today's edition of Ask an Expert. KCBS News Time 9:15. We'll head over to the Bay Area Chevy Dealer Sports Desk to check in.
Health always an issue for an NFL team at any point of the year, but especially as camp and preseason drags on. With safety Jimmy Ward out due to a hamstring injury, the 49ers have signed veteran safety Tayshaun Gibson, who is 32 years old, an NFL veteran, has played in some 140 NFL games. The good news for the 49ers, they should also be getting Dante Johnson back this week. He's been out with a rib injury. Other good news on the 49ers injury front is they expect cornerback Emmanuel Mosley to be back this week. He's been out with a hamstring injury. Defensive lineman Eric Armstead also expected back this week. He has been out with a knee injury since late July. Now, one that has popped up is offensive lineman Mike McGlinchey. He's out with a knee issue that happened in week 1 of the preseason versus Green Bay. Now, yesterday when speaking with the media, 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan said that it's going to be Colton McKivitz who starts on Thursday night in their preseason finale. So then Shanahan was asked if that meant there was more to the Mike McGlinchey injury.
It just says that he's not healthy right now.